Hey gang, this is Lieutenant Dan coming at you again with my second blog in this series where we're talking about my latest book, Playing the Trump Card as America's Civil War Continues. And I hope you stay with us throughout all of them. Again, I want to reiterate that you can download my book for free in the month of April from our website, www.ask-force.com. You can get it in PDF or EPUB version. You can also get it from Smashwords and Amazon Kindle. But again, on our website, you can definitely get it for free there. These 7-minute blogs, I'm going to try to keep them all to 7 minutes or less. And we're going to talk about things that have happened, things that are happening, and things that will happen. Today, we're going to focus on what is going on in the world today. It's actually kind of jumping ahead towards the end of my book on this one aspect. But as we had mentioned last week, de Tocqueville from France, just before Abraham Lincoln and our Civil War, he said, America is great because America is good. If America ceases to be great, if America ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. And that our greatness is founded on that goodness, founded on morality, and founded on faith. All things come from faith. Within America, we are a nation. We may not be a quote-quote Christian nation, but we are built around the faith of a creator. As a matter of fact, our Declaration of Independence says it perfectly. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In my books, I coin those as the 4 cornerstones of America. Number 1 being the creator, that we are founded on faith and morality. Number 2, that life, that all of life is on purpose, that it's meant to be, and that mankind was not an accident. There's nothing accidental about any of this. Mankind was meant to be rulers over the world and take care of our world, but that we and our seed are the foundation for what we have as existence today, and that goes from conception to death. And then where we go from there, we'll talk about that in a later model. Anyway, after life comes liberty. Liberty is the balance within those cornerstones. If you have a 3-legged stool, liberty creates that 3rd leg that allows us to have balance. Without freedom, we really can't use life or what God has created on this earth to enjoy life. Just like right now, we're all being locked down. How many of us are really taking advantage of the world that God has created and that our nation and our founding fathers have given us? We're not free anymore. You can see it when our governments can lock us down in a heartbeat within a week's. We're all locked down. So it's a challenge right there. But those opportunities, life, creator life, liberty, allow us to have pursuit, the pursuit of happiness. And again, we're lacking that right now, but that's what life is about. So, if you will, we're going to jump into the concept of this discussion right now, which is talking about the coronavirus or COVID-19, the market, and where we stand economically, and then obviously the elections that are coming up. You'll see this screen before you where I talk about the average age by nation, and if you look at the top of the left-hand chart, the average age is around 72 years old, which actually was predicted in the Bible thousands of years ago. But you can see America is number 34 on the list, and then off to the right you'll see a lot of African nations that are much lower in their longevity rate. But in the center you'll also notice the rankings of mortality, what people die from around the world. Obviously heart disease, right? Coronary heart disease number 1. Influenza and pneumonia is amazing at number 3, but in most unindustrialized nations that is a huge factor. What I like to point out is AIDS down there at number 13 with over 1 million deaths. And if you look at where we are with COVID-19, we only have 89,000 deaths worldwide. And I'm going to say those 89,000, to be honest, may very well be one of those others. Just because they had the virus, they claim that that was the cause of death, which in most cases is not true. But I'm going to say this, follow the money. You'll see on the next chart here that the United States is obviously the wealthiest nation with $62.6 trillion in wealth. But China has amassed the most recently. They are growing hugely, and you can see the website there. So the money is increasing. But where does that money go? Let's look at this. Here are the millionaires or billionaires around the globe, and you can see that Jeff Bezos is number 1 with Amazon, Bill Gates number 2 with Microsoft. Interesting, Bill Gates happens to be the guy leading the pandemic charge around the globe, and yet here he is number 2. And anyway, out of the top 10, 6 of the 7 Americans have been anti-Trump, against our Trump card, and each one of them benefits from our global pandemic and lockdown. The next screen here you'll see shows China, who is the number 2, has the second most number of billionaires in the world. It gives you the idea that again, the wealthy own the media, they own video, and they also own the e-commerce. Those are the power points right here. So follow the money, follow the politics, and you'll see where we're going with the world as it is today. Thanks for joining me. This is Dan Wilson, logging out.